Historical Society of Long Beach's annual Historical Cemetery Tour takes place at Sunnyside and Municipal Cemeteries the last Saturday in October. Researchers dig up stories of those buried there, and writers transform them into fascinating tales. Costume performers then bring them to life for a strolling audience. There's a story of the missing mausoleum. We had seen documentation of this mausoleum and hunted for more information for years, and things came to us in pieces from a variety of places.
Well, we went an aerial of it, so we knew it was there, and we knew that it was there after the earthquake, because people always said, oh, it must have fallen down in the earthquake, but we knew it was there in 1938 or something because of the aerial. Every now and again, I would just Google missing, Austin Mausoleum, and stuff will come up that looks promising, and when you click on it, it's just crazy. It has nothing to do with what you're Googling, it's just crazy stuff. And I did that, and this document, or this thing came up, and I almost didn't click on it because I thought this is just more of that crazy stuff. And I clicked on it. There was the mausoleum, the front view of the mausoleum that we'd seen from the top, from the this, from the that, but could never find an answer for. And I remember I was practically shaking. I called Kay, it's like, oh my God, we found the missing mausoleum. So it was just serendipity.
Well, hello. I'd like to welcome you to my final resting place, but seems to be missing. Yeah, I'm Dr. William Hannah Austin. I was born in Hudson, New York in 1837, but I died right here in Long Beach in 1910. Although I wasn't brought up to the hill until 1911. So when I was invited to speak, I thought about what I wanted to say. Well, I've decided to tell you just a bit about my family and about the most amazing structure that at one point in time stood just behind us.
There are huge cracks in it, even in 1958. The doors got a crack, the side of it's cracked. The Austin Mausoleum was on a slope, so they graded it, built the mausoleum, but the slope continued to want to be a slope.
Right, and the other thing that was going on all around it was the discovery of oil and, digging of cellars for oil rigs.
And what seems interesting too is when it was built, there was an article, there were in the Press Telegram or whatever paper it was. Yet when they took it down, there's no pulling out that 2,000 pounds of marble out of the cemetery didn't make the paper, which always seemed interesting.
Here's what we do know. My mausoleum survived the 1933 earthquake, and in 1955, a man named Harold Allen took a photograph of my mausoleum. But by 1963, there's absolutely no trace of it on any aerial maps of the cemetery. It is just gone. Look at the Hartwell Mausoleum. It was built in 1913, and it is still standing. Now, I don't want to say anything bad about my son, but take a look at this photo. The stones are cracking. The door has a severe crack in it. See how small the retaining wall and the foundation look? Well, perhaps Horace didn't consider that this hill, despite its very modest effort to create a flat foundation, would originally return to its natural sloped contour. But even more perplexing than my son's clear disregard for my eternal safety was the lack of any newspaper accounts regarding the demise of my mausoleum. Where was the Press Telegram? Where was the LA Times? How could they let the removal of my Egyptian-themed mausoleum simply disappear without any press attention? Well, what about the preservationists? Don't they work hard to save buildings? Why didn't somebody save mine? How was my architecturally unique mausoleum, built by clearly the city's most famous architect, simply allowed to disappear without a trace?